doing another isolated pelvic floor workout. You can choose your starting position, so you can be seated, standing, laying down on your back, or in an all fours position. So get ready on the mat and let's get started. So today we are again working on a different exercise, different new input for the mind. Whichever position you're in, first check in with your posture. So you know, if you watched any other of my isolated pelvic floor training, this is where we start with. So always check in with your posture, make sure you have a nice even grounding into the floor, and then our spine is neutral, lifting through the crown of the head, nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed, and the pelvis is neutral as well. And so what we are doing today is the lift exercise. So imagine you're doing a pelvic floor contraction, so we are scooping up, lifting up the pelvic floor and then letting it go. And now we imagine that as a lift. So the lift is coming up as I engage my pelvic floor, and it's going back down as I release. So to begin with, let's just do a few very simple contractions up and down. The lift doesn't stop in between, we're just going to the top floor and then releasing to the ground floor. So you can do this in coordination with your breath or just while breathing normally, talking. So if I'm doing it in coordination with the breath, big inhale, and on the exhale, lift is coming up all the way to the top. Inhale, release. Up all the way. Inhale, release all the way down. Okay, and release. We are now on the ground floor, nice and relaxed. And this time, let's imagine that it's a 5-story building. So there are 5 floors where we can stop. And we're gonna do that at each floor. So we're gonna lift a little bit and stop on the first floor. We're gonna lift a little bit more, stop on the second. Lift a little bit more, stop on the third. Lift a little bit more, stop on the fourth. Lift a little bit more, and now we are at the top. Maximum contraction, maximum lift of the pelvic floor. And now we are also going to release floor by floor. So release a little bit, we're on the fourth. Release a little bit more, third. A little bit more, second. A little bit more, first. And full release, we are on the ground floor. So we're going to do this a few more times. Again, you can also do it in coordination with your breath, so you will just be exhaling little by little as you lift from one floor to the next. So here we go. First floor, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And release a little bit more. Fourth, third, second, first, ground floor. And let's go back up. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and fourth, third, second, first, release. Let's do one more. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, fourth, third, second, first, full release. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more with this one, you could also do a 10-floor building, and then it just becomes harder and harder to control the strength of the contraction and then the release. And now we are sticking with the 5-floor building, and we are just going to jump floors. So we are on the ground floor to begin with, and now we are going to jump up to third. So it's also more difficult now to control the strength of the contraction. And now we're going back down to our first floor. So not a full release, but almost. And now we're going to our fourth. And now we go back to the second floor. And now scooping all the way up to the fifth. Now we're going to go to third. And back to the ground floor. Now we're going to go to fifth. and back to second, up to the third, down to the first floor, up to the fourth, up to the fifth, down to the fourth again, and full release. Okay, I'm going to take you through one more of these, switching floors randomly. So we are on the ground floor, nice and ready, and then let's go to our first. Third floor, fourth, back down to first, and all the way up to fifth. Now third floor, second floor, first floor, fourth, all the way up to fifth, and let's go down to the third floor, second, up again to the fourth, all the way down to the ground floor, and third floor, fourth, second, fifth, third, first, and full release. Alright, so you can see how you can play around with this exercise. Again, you can add more floors, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but this really gives us a nice way of working on our pelvic floor control. Again, we don't always need to do the strongest of the contractions, it's not always necessary, so it's also important to be able to just contract lightly and then release lightly, release fully, and this is what this exercise is really great for. So another new pelvic floor exercise. I'll be coming up with more very soon, but that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.